big one.
I've come to Taipei, Taiwan to catch 3 world-class fish. But its waterways have taken a beating. And unless I'm smart with my fishing, I will too.
Are you kidding me?
I'm Mike Iaconelli. My friends and I grew up fishing the mean streams and rivers of Philadelphia.
The Bassmaster Classic champion, Mike Iaconelli!
Now I'm a professional angler with a screaming passion for city fishing. All it takes is a little skill and a local to show you where the fish are biting. Excuse me for having such a Taipei personality. Taipei, Taiwan. Funky, crowded, and exotic. It's one of Asia's great cities and is home to 2.7 million people. And I have just 1 week to decode it and catch my 3 bucket list fish. But first thing I need to catch is some luck. And nobody knows more about luck than the Chinese.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Mike, this is my first time at a fortune teller. First time. I'm excited. I want to ask you a little bit about my chances of catching fish this week.
我们要提供你用什么方法才可以钓到这3种好鱼嘛？哦。
Wow, you can? That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
要看这一边。
Fortune-telling finches are popular in Taiwan. They say they can peer into my future and know what's in the cards.
Please, bird, help me. Wow.
I've been red-carded before, but never by a bird. And my fishing fortune is?
要有鱼群的地方才钓得到。
Everybody knows that. I'm after 3 of the city's most fascinating fish. There's so many cool fish in this part of the world. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't wait to get my hands on them. First up is a traveler like me, the African catfish. These fish are world famous, but I've never even seen one. African catfish can grow to 5.5 feet long and don't only live in Africa. They've been transported to many countries as livestock for fish farms. Lurking under these murky, polluted waters lie some true giant fish. I'm going to start right in the middle, on the Keelung River. The Keelung flows out of the mountains, behind Taipei, and toward the sea. And this river is known for carrying gold. But I'm on my own treasure hunt, and this guy is my kind of prospector.
Max?
Oh, Mike!
How are you?
Finally, you here. Very nice.
It's great to meet you in person.
I found Max on an online fishing forum. He knows a lot about Taiwan fishing. And finding the right guy and the right waterway is key to catching the right fish.
Yeah, it looks like low tide. This is
Yeah.
tidal,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it goes up and down.
Yeah, but now it's low tide and now it's perfect time.
So we gotta fish quick.
yeah.
Okay, African catfish?
Yes.
How big?
Big one.
Big one?
Very.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm following you.
Low tide can be a good time to fish because the fish are compressed into a smaller area.
What time does the water start coming back up?
We have maybe 3-4 hours.
3 hours? It's still
Yeah.
gonna go out?
Yeah. They start to leave.
If we don't catch a catfish in the next 3 hours, the canals are going to fill, and finding our fish will be much harder.
Okay, it's that way.
Up these steps?
This river has a dark past. Almost on this exact spot, in 2015, Trans-Asia Airways Flight 235 lost power and crashed, killing 43 people. Max says fishing was never the same again. the native fish you used to catch here disappeared, and the African catfish moved in. We're racing against the tide, so Max has a plan to double our chances.
Okay, I have an idea. Maybe we can put two rods
Okay.
with the dead bait down there.
All right, so plan is to put 2 rods out with bait.
Yes,
And then
we
we'll come back.
Yes, and we start casting here lure.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're going to cover more water by casting some baited hooks deep into the channel and leaving them to do their work, while we fish the rest of the channel with lures.
So we can put the dead bait in the mouth of the river
Yeah.
and just go casting.
Okay, let's do it.
Our bait is super stinky mackerel. It will leave a long scent trail in the water that the catfish can follow.
Ooh,
I smell.
that smells good.
Yeah.
Very fishy.
Catfish can hunt using their eyes, their nose, by taste, or by touch. And in these murky conditions, a scent trail of mackerel will be perfect for luring them in.
Really cool scenario. Perfect spot to catch fish in general, but especially the African catfish. If you look at it, you've got a tributary that's coming out. This is a small stream, and it's meeting the main river here. We're gonna throw it out there and leave them, and hopefully catch a big cat that's right at the mouth of this tributary. While we're waiting, we're gonna grab our artificial lures. We're gonna go back up, and we're actually gonna sight cast for some big African catfish with our eyes. So I think that's a good plan.
Small river meets big river meets tidal flow. There's something for everybody here. The fish will love it.
You know, we're gonna leave these baits out, but we're gonna turn the drags real loose. So if we're gone and that fish bites, that fish is gonna be able to take the line, and we're gonna hear that noise of that fish streaming away, and we're gonna run back and jack a big one.
Now, I've got to be honest. I thought Max was going to be a Chinese guy, but he looks more like a Viking.
So Max,
Yep.
where are you from originally?
Oh, originally I'm from Russia.
From Russia?
Yeah, from Moscow.
Well, what are you doing here?
I think it's unbelievable for you, but I'm software and hardware engineer.
Software and hardware engineer.
Yeah. 5 years ago, I do smallest PC in the world.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So you're smart.
No, I don't think so.
You gotta be smart to outsmart these African catfish.
So this is a Russian computer genius and his trusty sidekick, the American bass fisherman, versus the legendary African catfish. And they've got superpowers. Some catfish can hunt in a pack. And they'll even hunt out of water. In France, these catfish have learned to take pigeons from dry land. When pigeons come down for a drink, the catfish pounce. But that doesn't make them team players. African catfish are like electric eels and can use their skin to electrically shock other catfish that get too close.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oi.
After. Let's go. Yes.
Is that an African catfish?
Yes, it's here.
Oh, Max, I really want to catch one of these things.
Max knows his stuff. This water is crawling with cats. African catfish are famous for being able to live in the worst water conditions, even urban sewage systems. They seem to be thriving in this water. And there's more water every minute. The tide has turned, and as the river gets deeper, my chances of success get smaller.
You know, I've caught tons of catfish in the United States.
But it's not African.
Never caught an African catfish.
You have good chance.
Oh, wait, I think one of the reels going off.
Wait, let's go.
I can hear the reel screaming. That means we might have a monster on the line.
Where's the landing net? Landing net.
I feel like I got a dinosaur on here. A lot of big surges. It's trying to get me back out to that current in that deep water.
There are also rocks just below the catfish. If it dives, it can tangle or snap my line. The water's coming up fast, and this might be my only chance.
Mike, let's go there.
No, I got it.
Day 1 in Taipei, Taiwan.
What are the reels going on?
I'm a stranger
let's go,
in a
let's
strange
go.
land trying to catch a fish I've never caught before. An enormous African catfish, and it's about to get away.
Mike, let's go there.
No, I got it.
Try to pull them
Try
there.
this.
My fishing buddy Max wants me to move down the river to a deeper pool where I can tire this fish out. But if I take the pressure off, it'll throw the hook right out.
Come on, baby.
Oh my God! Yeah! Look at that thing!
Oh, God, it was cool.
This is unbelievable. We were up there casting, and we heard the reel. Zzz, came down and caught this thing.
I told you this is the best time now.
Low tide.
Yes.
Oh, look at the size of this. Look at that thing. Unbelievable fish. You know, these things are amazing. They've got a really primitive air bladder right above their gill that gulps air, and they can live a super long time out of water. This thing can gulp air and live 4 or 5 days out of water.
Because they breathe air, they can live in water that's uninhabitable to most other fish. If their home is drying up, they can even bury themselves in the mud until the rains return.
God!
I've caught more fish than I can remember,
Gonna let this thing go.
but this African catfish is a first for me. It's one less fish on my Taiwan bucket list.
Wow! Yes!
Let's go.
Oh, I'm sweating. I haven't run that fast since grade school.
It's been a long day, and the adrenaline is fading, but it's time to celebrate my first catch. And here in Taipei, there are bars just for fishermen. Man, I love this city. Can I rent a rod and bait? Armed with my fishing rod and fresh chicken liver for bait,
Okay.
I'm ready to stake my claim by the pool. You've heard of BYO restaurants. Well, this place is CYO. Catch your own. Shrimp. The idea is you keep fishing for shrimp until you have enough for a meal. And then you get them cooked up and eat them right here at the pool. But there's more than just the scent of grilled shrimp in the air. There's also the smell of competition. I'm nervous. I feel like I'm in a big tournament here. I feel a little intimidated right now. Like everybody's watching and waiting for the new guy to screw up.
All that.
Now don't go messing with old Ike now.
There?
I think this guy's playing me, moving my rod to a place where the shrimp don't go.
Against the wall? Oh! So, the first rule of shrimping that I just realized is you don't set the hook hard, because then you just come back out with a leg, and the rest of the shrimp is not there. Gentle.
Don't worry. Like many crustaceans, shrimp can regrow a lost leg.
What the hell? Dude, that's embarrassing. Getting showed up by a little girl. This is horrible. A double! Oh, I'm getting mad now.
You know, what's frustrating is watching everyone around me catch these shrimp. I'm a decent angler. I've won my fair share of bass tournaments in my life, but I can't catch a damn shrimp. This is crazy. I think this guy's taking pity on me now, and I think he's showing me that letting out just enough line to hit bottom is the trick to shrimp fishing. I got one! Thank you. Finally, 1 hour and 13 minutes in, I hooked my first shrimp. And there it goes. Beautiful, beautiful creature. You know, a lot of people come here to catch these and eat them. You can catch them, bring them back on the grill, cook them, and literally eat what you catch. But I'm a sport fisherman. I believe in catch and release. Thank you, shrimp. It's been good. My first day here has been catfish crazy and totally shrimp-tastic. But tomorrow, the challenges are bigger. Because I have to find my next fish in the middle of a major waterway. Day 2 in Taipei. It's warm with a chance of rain, which is pretty much the weather report for every day of the year. I'm up early and dressed for success to make my next catch. All right, I know what you're thinking. What's up with the super skin-tight pants? Listen, there's a reason for this. I had my wife, Becky, pack these pants because they're lucky pants. 15 years ago, I wore these same pants and won a big tournament. So I've got to wear these pants today, fat roll and all. The stakes are just as high today because I'm trying to catch a fish that I've never caught before. Today, my catch is a Japanese sea bass. I've caught millions of largemouth bass in fresh water in the States, but I've never caught a sea bass here in Taiwan. Very excited. Come on, let's go. For years, pollution has made Taiwan's Danshui River almost uninhabitable to fish. But a lot of effort has gone into cleaning up this waterway. I'm headed down to the docks to meet a local fisherman who says the big bass are back. How you doing? Are you List?
Yeah, I'm Liz.
Mike Iaconelli.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm excited. Good to meet you. We're gonna catch big sea bass today. I traveled all the way from the United States to Taipei
really?
to catch one of these things. Come on, let's do it.
Before we go fishing, we need to praise.
Okay.
Good luck. Yeah, it's our religion. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay, we come here?
Okay, let's do it. No fisherman ever turns his back on the chance for some luck, but the Chinese specialize in it. Shrines like this are common. And in this case, I really do need some good fortune. I'm dressed for it, and now I'm asking for it. Please bless us with some sea bass today. We need every bit of luck we can get, and also I have on my very tight disco pants. Thank you. Okay, ready? Fishing time?
Yeah, fishing time.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's go. We're in Taipei.
Yeah?
Tell me a little bit about this area. Where are we? What is this river? What's the name of this river?
Okay, this one is Danshui River.
Danshui.
And it's in the city center of Taipei.
The word Danshui means fresh water, but for the last few decades, there's been nothing fresh about it. Last year, it was listed as the 16th dirtiest river on Earth, delivering 40 tons of trash into the Pacific Ocean every day.
I think the government and the general people, they don't care about it. So
Right.
I think if we can get big fish, maybe public will focus on this.
List is hoping that if we can show big fish are returning as the water quality improves, it'll keep everybody on point. In the United States, that happens all the time. As people learn there's beautiful fish in the river,
Yeah.
they care more about it.
every fisherman
Yeah.
should think about conservation. That's important.
Yeah, we not only the fishermen, we are also environment protector.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there's more at stake than just catching a big fish today. But where am I going to find them?
I'm looking around. I don't see anything that breaks the current except that.
Yes.
They've got to pass that bridge. It's like a barrier.
Yes.
And they're going to use those pilings of that bridge to get out of the current, not only to rest, but also to feed.
Good fishing requires some detective work, and I'm Sherlocking the fish right now.
They need some kind of current break. This current's so strong in this river that they've got to get behind something or next to something. Even under the water, there's other current breaks. There's random pieces of concrete that have fallen in. I can feel trees, and all that stuff provides the current break to get these fish.
There might only be 1 or 2 fish under this bridge, so it's a case for being persistent, patient, and covering every bit of water.
So we are waiting for the big fish.
That one, big one.
Oh, really?
Listen to me.
Okay.
I traveled all the way from the United States to Taipei to catch a sea bass.
No, this is small sea.
I don't care, it's a sea bass. I don't care, it's small. Man, that's not a big one. That's a pretty good one, but look at the color. Look at the dots on that thing. And if you look at it, you can tell this thing is built. This thing is built for these conditions. Rapid current. This current is ripping. And if you look at the way that fish is built, he's real long and lean to live in that heavy current.
Japanese sea bass are given different names in Japan according to how big they are. First, they are called kopa. Then they grow to become seigo. Then fuko, or hone. And a really big Japanese sea bass is called Suzuki.
Congratulations, you're
you.
first.
Thank you. I'm very happy.
Bye-bye.
Bye, fish. Thank you very much. Here it goes. Just like that, baby.
Okay, so the Danshui River has sea bass, and I've ticked off my second bucket list fish. But I'm not done yet, because the list believes there are bigger bass here still to be caught.
We're actually getting closer to the best window of the tide, which is high. We've got about an hour and a half till it'll fully peak out. I think if we're gonna catch a big one, it's gonna happen in this higher water.
Like their name suggests, sea bass live in the sea, but they'll also come up the river to feed and can be found around structures like bridges.
Got one, big one.
Oh,
Big one, giant. This is the one. Oh my God. Get out of that pile.
no.
This is the one. This is the one.
Hold it, hold
net,
it,
net,
hold it.
net for this one. Net.
Yeah.
Net.
Okay.
This
Net
is the
ready.
giant. This is the one. This is the one. Please stay on there, God.
I'm fishing on Taipei's Danshui River, and whatever I'm dragging up right now is a lot bigger than my bass this morning.
Big one, giant. This is the one. It's going to the back. It's going to the back.
Okay.
Oh my God. This is the one.
Yeah, nice.
This is the one. Please, God.
Careful.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Get him.
Yeah.
Get him. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo! Look at that thing. Massive beast. I've caught a lot of fish in my life. I've caught a lot of largemouth bass. But the chance to come across the world to Taipei, Taiwan.
Taiwan!
and catch a fish of a lifetime, baby! Oh, thank you. Thank you, fish gods that I prayed to earlier. Oh, dude, I'm so happy right now.
Like many kinds of fish, sea bass are all born as females. Then around 2 years old, a few of them turn into males. Why? It's common in fish that live in harems, with one guy and many gals. But I prefer to think they're just enjoying the best of both worlds.
This is the best part of it right here. Catch a world-class fish, and now we get to release it. There it goes.
Give me 5. Yeah.
Not long ago, fishing in the Dan Shui just wasn't an option. Catching a 3-foot-long sea bass is proof that the river is making a pretty exciting comeback. I came here to catch an African catfish, and the cat's in the bag. I came here to catch the biggest sea bass I could, and that job is done. I've got one more mission in Taiwan, but it's gonna be the hardest of all. The giant snakehead, known locally as toman, is a ferocious and famous fighter. You need a lot of luck to hook one, and you'll need twice as much luck to land it. So I'm headed to one of the most important buildings in all of Taiwan. It's a place across town that's been dishing out good luck to the local Chinese for almost 300 years. Even getting there is going to take some luck. Check out this traffic.
There are over 1.8 million registered vehicles in Taipei, and almost 1 million of them are scooters. Look at that!
But you know how many people died on these roads last year? Just 65. Chicago has the same size population, and they probably lose almost twice that many. Chinese luck indeed. When it comes to packing people in, Taipei is amazing. More than 25,000 people per square mile. And I love it.
You want to try it? All right, go ahead. You try it. Try it. Just cast there, and then set the hook, though. Set the hook. I want to fish right here, though, because that's where I want to fish. I want to catch that sea bass right there. Here's a great example of some of the species that can be found here. We've got squid, beautiful. We've got sea bass. We've got tilapia, mullet, and of course, red snapper. Great look at what lives right here in Taipei.
This is what I've crossed the city to see, the beautiful Longshan Temple. It was built in 1738 as a place for Chinese settlers to gather. And talk about luck. The temple has been destroyed over and over again by earthquakes, typhoons, and even a bomb, but it's always been rebuilt and restored. Visitors can pray for love, luck, or fortune for more than 100 different gods and goddesses here. I've chosen Taiwan's most popular folk deity, Matsu, goddess of the sea and protector of fishermen. Hopefully, she'll set me in the right direction tomorrow when I go fishing for the giant snakehead. I'm up with the early morning commuters here in Taipei and heading to meet an expert who could put me onto my last fish on my list. He's a big-time guide for international anglers.
Here we go. We're on the metro, headed to meet Peter. You know, the mission today is to try to catch a snakehead.
Giant snakehead can grow to 40 pounds and nearly 4.5 feet long. They're one of the fiercest fish that you could ever catch in fresh water.
You Mike?
I'm Mike Iaconelli.
Yeah, Mike. Welcome to Taipei.
Thank you. Are we fishing for giant snakehead today, right?
Okay, it's a secret. Okay, giant snake hide in the central city.
Now, at home, when it's really bright and sunny,
Yeah.
it's super tough to sight fish. Is that gonna
I mean, like,
hurt?
everyone just think sunny day is good. No, for giant snakehead, they don't bite in sunny day. Every people just want to get bigger giant snakehead.
Right.
So it's quite hard.
So these fish are gonna be spooky, Not easy to catch.
You just like a sniper. If you see that, you just one shot chance.
One shot only. I'm gonna have one cast to catch this fish.
one cast is.
Jeez, they're smart, they're easily spooked, I'll only get one shot, and they don't bite on sunny days.
Sorry, everything sorry.
Sounds like a lot of pressure, Peter. Let's go.
Sounds like the fish got to Matsu, the goddess of the sea, before I did. Peter's taking me to the Jingmei River, which runs from old Taipei into the new modern part of the city. It's part of a huge riverside park and cycling path that runs through the city. And this clear water is more bad news.
All right, Peter, you ready? We're gonna
Yeah,
go down there.
I'm ready.
We're gonna sneak up on them. We're gonna take our time.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go.
One casting, one shot, please.
So you want me to cast past them?
You go. I leave you. Okay, let's go. Go,
Harry?
go. No, it's okay, it's okay. Keep going. Yeah. Snake. What?
I'm putting my lure right on the money, but they're super spooky. I can't tempt one.
Snake. Nice. I put you.
It's all four. Couldn't get one to bite. This is the most frustrating thing in the world when you're sight fishing like this and you can see these things and they're so pressured, they're so spooky, you can't get them to bite. It's killing me because this is what I came to Taipei to catch. It's the story of my life with snakeheads. They hate me. We're seeing so many snakeheads and we can't get any to bite. I gotta catch one of these things, Peter.
First thing to do is get away from the shallow water. It's not helping anybody. This spillway looks promising. Look at the birds. They're hanging out here because there's fish to be caught.
He's stalking.
And the rough water means the fish here won't be so nervous. I can't see them, and they can't see me.
Got one.
Nice.
And sure enough,
Good job.
there's a fish here who wants to bite. I'm hoping it's a snakehead bite. I'm fishing in Taipei's Jingmei River, and at last, I might have a giant snakehead on the line. But this is not a snakehead. This is a tilapia.
There you go.
A fine fish, but not a bucket list fish.
Beautiful fish, very common, but this is the national treasure right here, downtown Taipei. Man, this isn't my giant snakehead, but I'm pretty excited to catch this thing. Look at the grays and the blues in that fish. Beautiful.
There are dozens of different species of tilapia. It's one of the most eaten freshwater fish on the planet. They're everywhere. Taiwan exports more than 100 million US dollars worth of tilapia every year.
It's funny, a lot of times, man, when you come fishing, you want to catch one kind of fish. You know, I had my heart set on snakehead today. It just didn't happen. Sometimes switching gears and just having something pull back, man, that's just as important. You know, to be able to say that I came to downtown Taipei, right in the heart of the city, and catch something, have something pull back, that's pretty cool, man.
It's getting late and still no snakehead. Not today, at least. But I've still got hope, and even better. Peter says he's got a friend who may be able to help me out in the morning. I hit the road early, and I'm headed to a place called Lake Zhongwen, more than 3 hours to the southwest of Taipei. The lake was created by damming the Zhongwen River, and it's massive, more than 4,000 acres. Peter has plugged me into a friend who knows how to fish this lake.
That might be my guy right there. It's a guy in a dinghy. It may be him.
Dwayne Christie is a Taiwan fishing legend. In 2012, he caught what was at the time one of the heaviest snakeheads on record.
Whew. Dwayne.
Hey, Mike, welcome.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, man, it's great to meet you.
How are
too.
you?
I'm great.
I've come a long way from Taipei to get here, and this is mind-blowing. The scenery here is mind-blowing.
Definitely worth the trip and the effort to get down here, that's for sure.
I traveled literally from the United States to come here for one reason, a giant snakehead. I gotta get my hands on that monster.
Now, I'm going to put you on a couple of spots where you can definitely have a good chance of getting it. Fishing's fishing, we all know that.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty confident.
I like the positive vibes. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, let's do
Okay.
it.
With a lake this size, if you had 1 million casts, you still couldn't fish it all. The trick is not to even try.
You know, what we're targeting are points and cuts. And if you look at this bank, it's a real good view of these rocky points that jut out. Snakehead love to hang on those points to ambush their prey.
This lake is so huge, I may only come across 1 or 2 giant snakehead. My tactics and tackle choices have to be right on the money. No second chances.
We're trying to trigger what's called a reaction strike from these fish. The faster you move the bait, the more you kind of force that fish to bite it. This is what I came for. This is giant snakehead territory. Monsters live in here, waiting for that first bite. One of the unique features of a giant snakehead is it has air bladders. It actually has a set of air bladders positioned behind its gills.
The giant snakehead's air bladder is also a big help to us, because sometimes they'll reveal themselves with a telltale trail of bubbles. And it looks like we've got company.
No! Yeah,
Oh my God! What the hell was that?
That's our snakehead.
I'll get the net, I'll get the net.
There you go, Mike. That's our snakehead.
Dwayne has wrestled the giant snakehead out of the shallows, so it's only got one place left to hide, and that's right under the boat. There's so much tension on the line now that if the line just touches a rough part of the boat, it'll break clean off. Gotta be real careful here.
Oh, it's a giant.
Oh, that's a good fish.
It's a giant.
Yeah, it's not bad, eh?
It looks like a giant to me.
You see, as soon as he gets to the boat, all he does is dive under the boat. Ah!
The fish is gone, and maybe so are our chances.
That hurts, man.
But at least I know there are giant snakehead in this lake. We just gotta keep grinding now.
Stop, stop. Stop.
Come on, man!
Unbelievably, one follows the lure right to the boat, then misses it.
I suck. I am the worst. Take me back, Tina.
That was it! Good, come on!
Are you
Kidding me?
It's my last day in Taiwan. Yesterday, I left the city and traveled south to a huge lake, but still couldn't land the elusive giant snakehead.
Tina?
That was it!
Ah, come on, man!
With just 1 day left, this could be the end of the line.
Second day, second chance. Got an early start this morning. Perfect conditions. Really calm this morning. Water's a little cleaner. And this is going to be a really good opportunity to catch one. Man, we had some chances yesterday, and it hurts. It hurts really bad to come so close and not closing on it. Today, I want to get those chances and close on it. Let's do it, bro. We're fishing a series of pockets. If you look at the banks here, these banks are really soft. They're more mud banks. And all of our bites over the last day and a half, 90% of them have come from these type of banks. So this might be the place to catch a giant snakehead.
The mud banks are exposed because right now, the water levels are low. But Taiwan is hammered by rain, receiving more than 8 feet of precipitation every year. It took years of planning, but when they finally finished building this dam in 1973, they designed spillways in the dam so that it didn't get destroyed by the floods. Let's just hope they didn't flush out my giant snakehead.
Come on. Who's behind it? God. Man. That was one. Oh my God, I'm shaking.
Yes. Sit. Make sure you sit.
You got him. It's a big one. It's a giant. It's a giant. This is the one. Come on, God, please. Stay on there. This is the one. Please stay on there. Oh, God, please. Please help me.
When he gets to the boat, he's going to try and go under, so just watch for that.
Let's get him. Let's get him. You ready? You ready?
Yep.
Get him. Get him.
No, he's not ready.
This is where we missed one yesterday, right at the boat. This is the danger point right here.
That thing's awesome, buddy. Well done.
Look at that thing.
He's a beast.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah, he was going nowhere, eh?
If fishing don't get you excited, you got problems. Both of us had so many missed opportunities. And to finally catch that fish, man, this is a special fish for me. This is my first giant snakehead. I'll never, ever forget catching that fish.
Much like a shark, the giant snakehead has pointy teeth with 2 cutting edges on every tooth, which gives them the frightening ability to slice their prey clean in half.
Man, this is a fish of a lifetime, and it completes the trio for me.
African catfish, Japanese sea bass, and last but not least, the giant snakehead.
Unbelievable. We'll let this thing go. Another guy's gonna have a chance to catch it. Thank you for helping me catch that thing.
No, it was only a pleasure. Only a pleasure.
That's not only the fish of this trip, it's probably one of the fish of my lifetime. I can tell you that. It was unbelievable.
That's fantastic.
I've got a long trip back to Taipei. I'm gonna hit the road, but man, thank you once again.
And the only thing I have to catch now is my plane back home.